So guys, here is why Kenyan musicians and artists in general stay poor. A lot of the artists in Kenya, something many of you don't know, many of the artists who between 2009 and let's say 2012 were sort of in their come up. Majority of those ones in that period, and they're still relevant now. They're still now, in fact, one of the biggest now. Majority came to me first as one of their very first producers. If not like second, I was their first producer. In fact, most certainly, I was one of their significant producers in that early stage. And I will name drop one day. I know I have an interview. I've been called for a radio interview to discuss my music at one of our big radio stations. I told them to hold a bit because there's some projects I want to finish. There's a few things I need to be able to talk about on that show, so I want those projects to finish. Then we will do that radio interview on one of our biggest stations. I will give details soon. So a lot of these artists, some of them, even though they have now become quote unquote famous is not rich. There's a few things happening. A lot of artists, they just want fame. They just want to step out in the streets and be recognized. They want, when they go to a club, they are given VIP section and free bottles. They want petty fame. Look at Nani, this artist. He calls him, he's a very stupid guy, and even his name, he calls himself Stupid Boy or something. Do you know that guy, you guys? I saw news articles about, and then I saw a few videos of him. Very stupid guy, where he was walking into some event, and hapo mali kwa tickets, he was telling them, hamjui mimi ni nani, and nobody even knows him. I never heard about him until I saw an article of him. Hamjui mimi ni nani, mi ni celeb, mi sifai kulipa, mi ni celeb. You know me, for me, even when I went to Nairobi Street Food Festival, and I told you guys the story of how we got frozen, how me had already entered, then I came back to get some of my co-performers who came a bit late, so I came out to go and get them. Then when I'm coming back, because the organizers had not yet given me my band, we were all frozen. Me, I didn't stay there and cause, mini performer, mini meitwa, nini. No, me, I just chilled, I bongered with the bouncers. In fact, we stayed at the gate for 30 minutes. Waiting, because now me, I was allowed to enter, because now one of the bouncers said me already nilikuwa ndani, but me, I was not going to leave my boys there. I'm not that kind of person. So I waited for the organizer. You can imagine the organizer is trying to fix this, trying to fix that. By the time she came to the gate to get us in, we were there for like 30-40 minutes. And then even when we got in, she brought us complimentary drinks, complimentary food. But I would never go to a place where I'm performing. Let's say you call me for your event, you want me to perform. And then they start demanding, give me free drinks. In fact, I was very shocked when Street Food Festival they catered for me everything I wanted. I did not ask them to do it. And I was very grateful. So anyway, my point is, there's that entitlement. They want, when they go to the club, they are given free drinks, and they're happy with just that. And now this is where they majorly fail. They majorly fail now because an artist wants to be his own, anaenda kujitafutia show. He wants to be his own DJ. He wants to be his own producer. He wants to be his own marketer. He wants to be his own director. So now when you're trying to do everything, you cannot be a master of, or first of all, just being an artist. And second thing, you're an artist. You're not a businessman. You're not a marketing expert. You're not all these things. So when you try to be all of them at once, your whole business will fail. What artists need, and I will actually do a masterclass for artists. I don't think I'll get so many people, but for the few who will come, I know it will help them. You need to have a team. You need to collaborate with, the way you are jobless right now. Some of your other friends in business are jobless. Collaborate with them. Mwenye akona business degree, mwenye akona marketing degree, mwenye akona film degree, nyote mkuje, and you start a whole business. That is why Sauti Sol is an institution. For Sauti Sol to fall was very hard, and I still believe they'll come back together as a group. This is just shenanigans. But Sauti Sol cannot break up because of how many mouths that are behind the Sauti Sol team that are being fed from those 4 niggas at the front. But now when you're just one person, you'll never go anywhere. Some of these artists, yes, they have gained a lot of fame, but they're still poor. Some of them even, they go and sell drugs and they come to show you how they're gangsters. They're not gangsters. I know these people personally. They're very soft. So that is why a lot of artists in Kenya, they don't go anywhere. Lack of having a business team behind you, and second, wanting petty rewards from organizers and things like that. Like, just give me VIP and Pombe and I'll be okay. They don't even want to be paid good money. My artists on Sector 6 Music, my label, my promise is that within 3 months, I will put you on stage for a show where you'll be being paid 150,000 per show. So within 3 months, what I'm doing is building your brand and getting you out there, making sure jina yako iko kila mahali. Then from there, anytime we go to a concert, I will be charging now for you 150,000. That is good money, which artists we, and imagine you just do one show a month and you get 150k, you're good. But now my goal becomes get 4 shows a month. In Kenya, maybe we can say get 2 shows a month. Which is not a difficult thing, because now that becomes my target. If now my target for the business becomes I have to bring in 1 million from my artists doing concerts, now me as the businessman, I go out and look for those concerts and make sure we get 1 million. Somebody else will say 1 million, come on, that is outrageous. Get the fuck out of here. If you're small-minded and you can't see that you're able to do big things, then weka mahali uko uendelee kulipwa 10k na krombili as your payment for performing. But anyway, that is why Kenyan artists are